Welcome everybody to the final How Fast Will It Go on Forza Motorsport 6, and today we're dealing with the 2004 Saleen S7. Now I chose this car because it was already a pretty fast car with its original engine. It's relatively modern, so it's not going to struggle with the amount of power I'm giving it. It's aerodynamically sound, and yeah, we can also put in the V12 from the Ferrari Enzo. So yeah, that V12 puts out 1,182 horsepower, 837 pounds-feet of torque. Not only thanks to the fact it is a big V12, but it also has twin turbos on it, and the car itself weighs 2,666 pounds. And it also has all-wheel drive as well. And as a result, it can do 0 to 60 in 2.181 seconds and 0 to 100 in 4.340 seconds. Now, we're obviously looking to topple the Aston Martin DBR1 from its top spot at 273 mile an hour, which it's been there for a long time, and this being the final episode, I'd really like to pull that car. I have gone through literally dozens and dozens of cars on this game looking for a car that is suitable. This has been the only one that has even come close to being suitable, so yeah, I've spent a hell of a lot of money. I had about 8 million credits when I started my search. Now got about a few hundred thousand, so I spent a fair bit of money. So hopefully this car will be able to beat it. So let's see what it can do. Now this has been one of the hardest tasks I've ever done on this game, trying to find a car that can work. So I hope this pays off. I have picked cars that have been slow originally, have been fast originally, have had no power, lots of power, all sorts, and a lot of the times they've just come under 270 mile an hour. Like you'd expect the likes of the Bugatti Veyron SS to be able to crack 270 on this game, but it just doesn't. Even with putting more than 1,300 horsepower on it, it just doesn't want to push past 269. So yeah, a lot of cars have disappointed. This won't. So there is a car out there that can even slightly beat this Aston Martin that we're going up against. It should be this. I've even tried the McLaren F1 out, and that only did 270. So yeah, right. 240, 250. 60, so we're past a lot of the cars that I've already tried out. 270, 271, come on, 2 more mile an hour at least, and then we can at least match the Aston, never mind beat it. Come on, you've got plenty more revs to go. 271, come on. Get any more down this hill, this downhill part? Nope. Oh, damn. So there we go, 271 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour off the Aston Martin and matching the Jaguar D-Type. Yeah, big shame that, to be honest, especially considering the amount of cars that I've gone through. I've tried the McLaren F1, like I said, the Bugatti Veyron SS, I've tried the McLaren SLR, the Ford GT, I've tried Porsche Carrera GT, I've tried every fast car that already could do around 200 mile an hour. And just try to pump more power into it just to see if it can get to 273 mile an hour, and they just can't. I just don't know why. Maybe the Aston Martin was a complete fluke and it's the only one that can do it, or there's just one car buried in there among the 500 plus that are out there that can beat it, but I can't find it. Certainly not with the time limit that I've got. I only had until today to do it, find a car, and yeah, just haven't been able to find it. Never mind the time limits. I've also got the money constraints as well, because like I said, started off with 8 million credits and I've been whittled down all the way to around a few 100,000, and yeah, just struggle to find the right car. But I have to say, this has done really rather well nonetheless. It is actually the only post 2000 car in the top 5. Every other car has been pre-2000s, and the newest one before this was the 2002 Ferrari Enzo, but that only did 265 mile an hour. This has also not only beaten that, but it's also beaten the Pagani Huarya, the Ferrari F40, the Ferrari 250 LM from 1963, and it's, like I said, it's matched the Jaguar D-Type, but it's 2 mile an hour off the DBR1. I did try the Porsche Carrera GT again, even though that got to 264 mile an hour, just to try and see if I could tweak any more out of it, but no, I could only get it up to around 267 or something like that. So yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment, but again, this is a game, and games might not necessarily be entirely realistic, and whether or not this car will be able to do this, or whether or not that Aston Martin will be able to do it in real life, I guess we'll never know, because nobody's ever really going to do that. But yeah, still a decent car nonetheless, and for it to come joint second is still pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when this series resumes in Forza Horizon 3. So bye.